Welcome to my YouTube channel, A Square Maths Made Easy Academy. Now, in my today's video, I'll be handling a topic under differentiation. And this topic under differentiation is what we know as how to differentiate a root function. How to differentiate a root word function. So I'm going to make it so simple and easy so that as you watch it, you will understand it and also digest it. I want you to watch. Now look at this particular question right away. The question says find dy dx if y is square root of 1 minus 2x raised to power 3. Then look at the options. Minus 3x squared all over square root of 1 minus 2x cubed. Option A. Then option B is minus 6x squared all over square root of 1 minus 2x raised to power 3. Option C, x raised to power 3 all over square root of 1 minus 2x to power 3. Then option D, 2x to power 3 all over square root of 1 minus 2x cubed. Now, the first thing I would like us to consider first is how do we differentiate functions? Let's take, for instance, before I do this, let's take, for instance, if you are given something like this to differentiate, now, the first thing you are going to do is to consider the power. The power is 5. Then you multiply it. Secondly, is to repeat the question. The question is 2x raised to the power of what? 5. And the last thing is to introduce minus 1 to the power. The essence of introducing minus 1 to the power is because differentiation means reduction. Means what? Reduction. So if I now simplify this now, I will have 5 times 2. It will give me what? 10. Then I have with me x. Then 5 minus 1 will give me what? 4. So this is exactly what we mean by what? Differentiation. Now, next one is anytime you are asked to differentiate a constant is just a number without a variable attached to it. If you are asked to differentiate it, know fully well that the answer is always 0, or throw it away, or do what? Throw it away. So these are at least what I want you to understand here. Then if that is understood, now I would like us to now move exactly to the question. Now watch this. Move exactly to the question. Now watch. All you need to do here, we're given y to be our square root of 1 minus 2x all raised to the power of what? 3. Now, I want you to observe this. This square root means 1 over 2, the power. So since it's square root, so what you are going to do is to remove this square root. And how do we remove this square root? You first of all square both sides. You square what? Both sides of the equation. If you square both sides of the equation, the square root will disappear. So my y will now turn to y squared. Turn to what? Y squared. Then now equal to, I have with me 1 minus 2x all raised to the power of what? 3. I said once you square both sides, the square root will disappear. Now, can you see that it will be more easy for me to differentiate it now? I want to differentiate y squared. Now, consider the power. What is the power? The power is 2. Are you there? Then repeat the question. The question is y raised to power 2 and introduce minus 1 to the what? Power. Now, anytime you are differentiating for y, always remember to put dy dx. Remember to put what? Dy dx. The reason is because y is a function of what? X. Or y is rather dependent of what? X. I am done with this now. Then I'll move to the right. So differentiate 1. 1 is a constant. 0. You throw it away. So my next thing is to differentiate minus 2x raised to power 3. I will now consider the power, use it to multiply the base. 3 times minus 2 will give us minus what? 6. Minus what? 6. 6 what? X. Then raised to the power of 3 minus 1. Now, if you do that now, you are going to have something like this. 2y, are you there? Then 2 minus 1 is 1. Then I will have dy all over what? Dx. Then now equal to, here should now be minus 6x all raised to the power of what? 2. Hope you are following. Now, next is to make the y, the x subject of the formula. I will divide by the coefficient. Here, the coefficient is 2y. I will now have 2y dy over dx divided by 2y, then equal to minus 6x squared divided by 2y. Are you there? Then 2y will cancel 2y. What remains now is dy all over what? Dx is now equal to, you agree with me that 2 can go into 6. How many times? 3 times. Then I'll have minus 3x squared. Are you there? All over what? Y. That is not the end. Then the question is, what is actually the value of y? The value of y is given from the question. Look at the value of what? Y. So I will now substitute for y and fix in the value so that the answer will now be minus 3x squared all over, then what is y? Y is what? Square root of what? 1 minus 2x raised to the power of what? 3. So I want you to observe this particular answer in the option. Now let's move to the option. Option A is minus 3x squared all over square root of 1 minus 2x to power 3. Wow, I don't need to verify other option. So which means the correct answer is option what? A. So having satisfied this now, I'll also give you the basis, that is the shortcut of solving this particular word problem. I want you to watch. Just snappy, just shortcut of solving it. Watch. So having known it now, what do we do? What is the way forward? I want you to watch. Now, the shortcut is this. The first thing you will do here, I say the trick now. We're going to use the trick to solve this now. We are given a y as square root of 1 minus 2x all raised to the power of what? 3. Are you there now? So what I'm going to do now is to differentiate y with respect to x. I will have dy all over what? Dx. Now, very simple. What is the first step? Differentiate the base. This is called the base. The base is 1 minus 2x raised to power what? 3. This is a constant. Throw it away. Then differentiate minus 2x to power 3. Remember, 3 will multiply minus 2, which is the base, to give you minus 6. Then x raised to that power, then introduce minus 1. That is the first thing. Always differentiate the base first. Then the second thing is introduce over. Introduce what? Over. Now I want you to observe something here. Once you have introduced over, so what do? You know fully well that the meaning of square root is actually 1 over 2. So which means this 2 now will appear at the denominator. If I have cube root, it is 1 all over what? 3. And the 3 will also appear at the denominator. But what we are using here is square root. And square root is 1 over 2. So which means I will introduce my 2. Are you there? After introducing your 2, now what is the next thing? Repeat the question. Repeat what? The question. The question is square root of, I want you to watch, 1 minus 2x raised to the power of what? 3. Are you there? Then that denominator, which is 2, incur it to the power here and introduce minus 1, which is the general formula, which is the general word formula. Had it been that here is 3, I will now say 3 minus 1. If here is 4, I will say 4 minus 1. Can you see that life is easy? So we are still using 1 over 2. So what do you think that will happen here? 2 can go into minus 6 to give you minus 3. Are you there? Then x, all raised to power 3 minus 1 is 2. Then all over, we have what? 2. Are you there? Then all square root of what? Talk to me. 1 minus 2x. Then raised to the power of 3, close bracket. Then 2 minus 1 should be 1. So which means it is exactly like this. Now I want you to observe this as well. Can you see that? It is just the same thing in the option. So that is how to do it. This is shortcut. Are you with me? So furthermore, we'll look for one more example on this. Then after that, I will not give you just work for you to do concerning root of derivative.